Hi guys. I'm in my pop-up camper right now. Like I'm not even in my house, but I just kind of wanted to hang out with you guys tonight to celebrate the full moon in Pisces and do what I'm always asked to do by my little fire baby crew and give you guys a semi-love reading, but you're actually gonna have to like pick your pile. So it's kind of tricky you into your intuition too. I'm just gonna bring it down a little bit so you guys could see my table. See, I got cute curtains. I did those. Okay. Let's get started, guys. So I put a picture up on the head of the channel. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And what we're asking is what your person's not saying. So this could be like your lover or your sibling or your mail delivery person that's no doubtedly been overwhelmed with all our Amazon packages lately, or some just anybody. So I want you to concentrate on who you might want to know what they're thinking or not saying or whatever. And I'm gonna ring the bell and bring you guys' energies down. If you're watching this later, if you just want to take a deep breath, and what I want you guys to do is really, it's kind of a skill in intuitive awareness. So if I ask you if you want pile 1, 2, or 3, and you suddenly see like one of those pop up in your brain, then clearly that's the pile for you. Some of us are visual, so I'm also just gonna pop the decks up here as well and show you. So the first deck had a piece of mica on it, and I believe this is the Wisdom of the Divine Oracle. The second pile had a little shell in one of my little cherub rock eyes that I get from the beach. And this is the Good Tarot. And then pile number 3 had a piece of beautifully encrusted amethyst. See the white? Kind of like ice cream. I picked this one because it looks like ice cream from a local shop. Thank you, Trudy Roach. And this one is Mystic Mondays. So, what is your person that you're concentrating on now, not saying at the moment? So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to get a couple cards to clarify who this person is, to give you guys some confirmation if you pick pile number 1. Ooh, pile number 1 wants to talk. And then I'm just going to get, what exactly they're not saying that their guides and your guides think that you should know. And then anything else that I feel needs to be added to the story. I have so many decks of cards out here, you guys, because I never know, I'm doing this live, so I never know what I'm going to be asked to kind of draw from. And I think I have all my devices off, so I hope I don't get interrupted, guys. All right, anything else for what they want to say, please? Angel Spirits Guides, pile number 1. All right, pile number 1 with the mica. Now, what I'm getting right away from having the mica selected is that this person has many layers. Like, look at the mica layers. So there's many layers. Some you can see through because mica is translucent, but because there's so many, kind of like an onion, you're just having trouble, and that's probably why you're at this particular reading. You don't feel like they're being dishonest, though, because mica is translucent. You just think that it just goes so deep with them, or they're just like such a deep individual that's probably why they're just not so free with their talking. So about this person. All right. And we have the Eight of Swords, Temperance, High Priestess, and Justice. And I love this deck. It's like a really colorful deck. So I feel like you have like an original person. I'm like actually like hearing this might be an Aries, even though there's not an Aries card here. Or just some kind of like bubbly, happy, kind of unique is what I'm being shown. I feel like this person is, just to confirm for you that we're talking about the same person, this person is they have a lot of integrity. That's what you like about them. They stand in their power, but they don't, if you look at him, he doesn't have, he's not pushing his power on anybody else. He's just standing in his power, just his sword's not towards anybody. It's standing upright. So I feel like you guys are attracted to this person, or this person's in your life because they are a stable foundation. I'm just being shown what's in the background, the little house there. They're your stable foundation. And you feel that about them. And with the High Priestess, who's reading a book, moon over her head. I feel like this person is probably super intuitive, but maybe doesn't know it because it is showing her like looking down and studying. But from the moon on top of the head, I feel like they actually like kind of just get like psychic, or you could read them, or they can read you, or know what they're feeling. Kind of just intuitively, psychically, like osmosis through the air. Yeah, but they have a learned feel to them. They have like a regal feel to them almost. They're just an easy individual. They're not like a loud individual by any means. It's just kind of a lovely energy. We've had storms around here, guys, so I kind of super hope that we get like another super storm while I'm on here. And then we have Temperance. And I'm just I just really feel like this person is able to juggle a lot of things at once. It looks like anything they put their mind to, they are able to kind of taskmaster, or at least look like they're taskmastering it from the outside. And it's just told to look at her mouth. Okay, yeah. Her whole face is closed down. So maybe like, and I'm just being drawn to the red around the head, actually. So I feel like this person doesn't let you know kind of when they're upset or when they have too much going on. And if it almost looks like these, I know this should stand for Ganesha, which tears everything out of your way, but okay. And the Eight of Swords just fell out of the pile for confirmation. So this person does not like to ask for help. This person likes to seem in control at all times, but this person like has got a lot going on in their mind. Yeah. And it's just, look at that. That's like a child there too. They have a lot going on in their mind, and it just, they don't go out into, the rest of the cards are very bright. They don't really want to share this with anybody. They think it's their burden to sit with. They think it's their, and there's even the hand over the mouth here. Yeah. So, okay. So this is your person not talking. They have a lot going on in their head. They have a lot of mental struggle right now. But let's see what they would say. If they were able to talk to you right now. Let's see what they would say. Oh. Okay. Okay. All right. This is actually super sweet, guys. This is actually super sweet. Sorry, I was just having like a look at my midsection. So this person would say that they've been through actually a lot of heartbreak. They've been through a lot of heartbreak, guys. And I'm just seeing with the Three of Swords here in this particular card, there's like somebody screaming at them through the window. Like I literally feel like the person you're thinking about in pile number one has maybe been abused or witnessed abuse. And see how she's turning away from that. And then we have the Nine of Swords with that card. So I feel like they'd, if they could tell you something, they'd tell you about this abuse that they've been through. But also with the Nine of Swords, like this person's rising up. I really feel like this person that's not saying anything is not saying anything because they are going actually through a transition process. Yeah, and the it's the three of coins that just dropped out. Like they are working on this actively right now. They're working on their pains. They're working on their hurts. So if they could, if, you know, what they're not saying is that, you know, they've been super hurt in the past, but they are coming out of that. They are actively working to come out of that right now. So that's really amazing. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, next we have the Two of Coins, the Two of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Three of Wands. All right. So with the Two of Coins, this person is just really wants you to know that they're just seeking balance right now. Like they're doing self-care. If you see that lady, she's just got like the little babies next to her. Like they're just like not interacting right now because they're just doing a lot of self-care and healing. So that's actually super beautiful. You know, they're taking it one step at a time. If you look at the feet, there's green down there, and there's actually like a protective little hoop. So yeah, they may be closed off from you right now, but it's because they're actually healing. And with the babies there, I really feel like this may be something from their past or from their childhood that just keeps on coming up in their life and is leading to some fear. With the King of Swords, they may be having, you know, when people are going through healing, they can sometimes have some outbursts. They can sometimes have some words. And I know right now, even in, you know, in the astrology of this year, like when people are going through this emotional trauma, you know, they can get very angry, very wordy, but they're being very protective over their heart. I feel if you look at that phoenix, he's got a sword in front of his heart. So if they're being cold or you feel that they're being cold to you, they want you to know that they're not being cold. They're just protecting themselves right now. They're doing a lot of healing. They're doing a lot of like inner spiritual work. And then, you know, to fight off the demons with the Three Coins, they're really working to push those things that happened to them in the past away so that they will be free and they will be able to walk out in the sun again and, you know, feel happiness and not be burdened by those things that happened in the past, because they do understand with the Three of Wands that this is a place that they're not going back to. This is a place, these hurts, that they're not associating with you. They're associating this with their past, and they're doing the work and maybe not around you right now as much, not saying much to you, because they're actually doing a lot of healing, doing a lot of work. And I'm hearing that, like, even though you're not hearing about this, your interactions with this person, whoever it is that you're thinking of in pile number one, has actually spurred them into this growth, because something about you has shown them, you know, that you can go through hurts and go through past trauma, but you know, you can also work out of it, but it takes a lot of work. It's a lot of hard work, but I really feel like you guys have inspired this person, and that is just amazing. All right. And I'm just going to pick an oracle card. I'm actually being called to like some of my old cards, which is weird. I'm going to get one card from this, and then I'll get another oracle card for this deck, please. And what is this person not saying that the person that picked pile number one needs to know? Speak your truth. Okay, so they do want to tell you what's going on right now. And I do feel like everything they have been saying to you is very truthful. Like we have the integrity card. We have the integrity card. Yeah, but they're just, they're too grounded in their work right now. Like they're trying to lighten up. They're trying to come forward, but at the same time, when you're doing all of that Pluto work, when you're doing all of that digging and turning that crap into, you know, some different kind of soil, that is exhausting work, like mentally and physically. So they're just really shutting off their energies, to do that work. All right, and then we have playful spirits, orbs. So I do feel like this person wants to let you know that they have a lot of fun with you. Like you are the joy in their life, even if they're not communicating with you right now. And we have find / allow the answers you already know. silent green expand. So I feel like you guys, instead of like looking at what this person is saying, you need to connect with yourself. And I think you'll feel inside, like, as opposed to like their actions right now. Because everybody has a right to self-nurture and self-heal, and it's really a time for that right now. If you like look inside your heart and really ask how they feel or why this is going on, I feel like you guys wouldn't feel so bad about the situation. I do feel like you guys are feeling like hurt, like maybe there's something wrong with you, or maybe you did something, but I'm being told that's not the case. And I'm going to take an oracle card from here for the first pile as well. We got a lot of them. I'm going to take the top two, I guess. Standing Stones passage. Yeah, this person is like halfway through their healing journey right now, halfway through the passage of healing that they're going through. So I don't feel like it's going to take a long time more for them to get back to the sun. And I do see it almost looks like the furthest. I think this person knows that you care about them, and although they can't come close to you right now, I'm just looking at the last there's like a post in the background, and there's like things coming up. I feel like you guys have actually some kind of like cerebral psychic connection, pile number one, and that's probably why you're so affected by this. Reflecting pool, stillness. Yeah, I feel like you guys kind of like reflect each other's energies and kind of feel each other's energies with all the purple there. So that's probably why you're feeling so like bad about this right now, like drugged down. I know when I have like connections with people and they're just like crazy or sad or something, like I can just get like super anxious, and I have to identify what energy is mine and what energy is theirs. So that's perfectly normal. Let me see. Okay, we got something else here. Moonlight enchantment magic. So I don't know if you guys have been, spent time together under the moon, or found out something with this full moon that just happened about this person, or the last full moon that happened. But I do feel like this is a super magical connection, pile number one. Even with the mica is very moon-like. It's very translucent. But in this person, throughout this whole reading, we got that this person was super, super honest. But there's just so many layers, sticking this person together. That's just a little hard. But this person is going through deep healing, and they just want you to know that. It's nothing about you. You're actually like a super, super shiny, bright area in their life. So that's beautiful. And your own healing journey has inspired that person to kind of go through theirs. When you meet somebody with kind of the same vibrations as you, the same vibrations as, or when you meet somebody and you've been through a healing journey, like your vibrational essence will actually spur them into their own healing journey, which can be very tough for the person, that hasn't been through that before. And I'm just showing you the bottom of the deck as the devil. So maybe this person had addictions to the way that things were in the past, or addictions to kind of not self-loving, or, pushing wounds or pains aside. But it's really you guys and them and you in their life, with the Ace of Swords, that's shown them the way to cut through all that stuff holding them back. Like, that's beautiful, guys. What an inspiration. All right, and I'm just going to clear out that energy and go to pile number two and see what pile number two's person is not saying right now that they want us to, we should know about. And pile number two had the seashell in my little alien cherub rock guy that I got from the beach. He's got like holes in him. He's cute. All right. So angel spirits, guides, please, who is pile number two's person? Can we get some cards to describe that person? And then we will find out what they are thinking about the person that chose pile number two and what they need to say right now. All right, one more card for who they are. Their general overall energy, please, angel spirits, guides. All right, anything else? All right, pile number 2. Let's look into this. Excuse me. All right. Pile number 2, I don't know if you're thinking of a child or a child-like person, like just a really jubilant, soft, like childlike energy, but that's what I'm getting from the description here of your person. We have the Queen of Air, the Queen of Swords. Now, that indicates somebody who's been through a journey, but stays actually super super uplifted and has become more wise from the journey. If you see, she's got the owl, and then on her head, it looks like angel wings, but I'm being told Mercury. So this person is smart. You know that this person is wise. Pile number 2. With the 2 of Earth, I feel like this person really concentrates in balancing things in their life. Like they look at what needs to be done at any given time and kind of goes for things one step at a time. We have the High Priestess. I feel like this person, just has an easier energy about them. A go with the flow energy. Sometimes they can get down in their emotions, I feel, but I feel like they're not hiding that. Like that this person is a very deeply emotional person and just deeply cares about people, and sometimes can get brought into other people's emotions, I'm being told. But that's really what you love about them. And with the Page of Earth, I feel like this is either a young person or just like a young person, eternal young at heart person, like a fun person, a person that goes on adventures, a person that leads their own pack. Now, that's not really what the Page of Earth like indicates, but that's what I'm getting from the card, and I read intuitively. So, number 2, just like somebody that follows their own way, somebody that maybe might seem like a wanderer in life, but really that's as I look at my yurt in my backyard, literally. But I feel like that's just the path they're called on. That's just who they are. They're just like an easy, free-going spirit. Yeah, so that's lovely. So let's see what this person's not saying. And that makes fun. That makes sense that they'd have like the little shell and the little cherub guy. They're just kind of like they're a great energy. All right, let's see what is pile number 2 not saying. Angel spirits guides. What is pile number 2 not saying? That the person that picked pile number 2 needs to know. All right. What are they not saying? All right. All right. I actually feel like there may have been something that changed quite quickly with this person in pile number 2. We have the 2 of Fire, the 2 of Wands, somebody going on a journey, but, they're riding a giraffe. They got a little tiny torch. I don't know if they actually knew where they were going. We've already stated this person might be kind of a wanderer. So I feel like this person was on a certain path to go somewhere. With the 8 of Fire or the 8 of Wands, I feel like something came in quite quickly. Maybe you came into this person's life quite quickly, or they came into your life quite quickly. And it just was a really beautiful connection. They acknowledged that this connection was beautiful. It's like their life was boring, and then you showed up. So they want to acknowledge that. And it just like opened some kind of magical place, for them. And then we got the Star. I don't know what kind of relationship that you guys have, but with the Star, and I'm just being shown the moon in the background, and the Star's looking the way that I would indicate looks forward. So I do feel like this person is looking forward to having that fun energy with you again in the future. Looking forward but I feel like, usually the star is all about healing, all about, being the water bearer, but that star feels very stuck to me. So there's something that happened in this pile number two's life that has them caught somewhere right now. Like, I almost feel like the star's feet are in concrete, and the star's feet, like the star's my favorite card of the tarot. I always look at the star card and the hermit to see if I like the tarot deck. But for some reason tonight, the star's feet feel concrete. Feel like they're stuck in concrete, and it's never felt like that to me before. And we have 17. Card number 17 would be 8, an infinity symbol. That life path number is very hard. It's almost like a Saturnine life path, because you get held back a lot early in life, but that's really to grow your stamina, because you're going to succeed at great things. Yeah. Oh, wow. And then next we have strength. So this person wants to acknowledge, that their life was kind of average and boring. Then they met you, and for some reason, people that picked pile number 2, like, you are bright. Look at this. It's a panda, and it's like a little mystical fairy, and you got lights going all around. Like, this is you to that person. And that's amazing. But for some reason right now, they are looking forward to seeing you in the future. And I'm just looking at the star. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. So the star, what would come from the star lights, is actually going down into like this prison that the lion's in. Like I said, you guys, like, this person's strong, like stuck. This person's needing to have strength right now. They're for some reason not able to get a hold of you right now. I feel like they're dealing with some kind of it's some kind of situation with the Justice card. Like, maybe they have to go back and fix something. Maybe they have to go back to school, go back to, maybe they had to travel to a foreign land. Maybe they had to, I'm just thinking of the 9th house in astrology, would semi be associated with Sagittarius, which would also be Justice, but Libra as well. Like, I feel like, yeah, they're going back right now. They're stuck and they're working on something. I feel that you guys would know this if this was your pile, what was going on with this person, and you would kind of resonate with the fact that they can't just up and leave. Like, they have responsibilities right now to take care of. They have to face these responsibilities right now. But it is a time with the 11 card that this is the time that this needed to happen. These responsibilities needed to take place at this time. And I feel like you guys know that. I just feel like you guys needed some confirmation, and maybe that's why you came to this reading. Yeah, but even with the angel wings in the back, this is something that was meant to happen. And maybe you were meant to meet this person before they had to deal with these responsibilities, because somehow you're helping them, or somehow them just knowing you is giving them like a different outlook ahead. With the Fool card. Look at this Fool card. This is an amazing Fool card. Just like getting ready. This is like kind of resonates with the person that was on the panda. Like, I feel like this person was a free spirit, was kind of like a wandering soul, was like their own independent person, but like, there's just something magical about the people that picked pile number 2. Like, you go to the beat of your own drummer, I'm being told. Like, you toot your horn and don't even care what people say. So that's like beautiful and amazing. And they're going really they're working on these things, and you maybe be like, come on, because the Fool's like, come on. But at the same time, you do know that they have these things that they have to take care of. But I do feel like you're super excited for them to get back. I feel like you guys don't really even need to know what they're not saying, because I feel like you guys know their situation. We have the Hierophant, the Tower. Maybe they have a boss or an authority figure that they're having to answer to right now. Maybe that they had to go and work somewhere else for a while. Maybe they had to go somewhere for school, like I said. But this does not look like a bad tower. Like, this structure that's happening in this person's life right now. Number 2, they just want to let you know. And I think you already know this. So I'm just adding confirmation to you. Like, this is something that is raising them up for the best. It is putting structures in their life. It is something like that they had to take care of, such as karma. And karma is not always bad. Karma is cause and effect. So it could have been something super, super good that this person did. It could have been like they got, some kind of amazing scholarship, or they have to go and do this retreat and teach a bunch of people. I really feel like you guys didn't really need my message in the pile number 2, but I'm going to get some more messages about what this person would say. So this person would say, their life was boring before they met you. You are like a different kind of being to them. You are amazing, and you suddenly showed up. And I feel like maybe they didn't see how amazing you were at first. Like, maybe you just looked like an old basalt rock on the beach, like when it was like turned the other way, like, oh, just a piece of basalt. Although I legit love basalt. And then they turned you over, and they felt like all this character, just all this like loveliness to you. But what they want to say to you is, you guys know that they have something to take care of right now. And, they also know that you're being strong for them. You're holding space for them. You're giving them their space so that they can heal, but that they are just as excited as you guys are to get back to the real world and kind of reunite with you guys. So that's amazing. Let me see. I just want to get an oracle card. I'm being told to take my Elkies. I love the Elkies. Angel Spirits, Guides, please. Can we get an Elkie card for pile number 2, what they'd want to say? If they were able to say it. What does pile number 2 want to say to the person that picked pile number 2, please? Angel Spirits, Guides. She who knows, Yelena, wisdom, clarity, a revelation. Okay, and I feel like, they just want to say it's pretty clear. It's pretty clear how they feel about you. You guys already know that. And then we have she who is present, Therese, and it is wise awareness, acceptance. Aw, so you guys are like just like their person. You both might be like part of the weirdo, or like just like beating your own drum pack, and that's like kind of why you guys are each other's people, that you're just like totally accepting of their path. They just want to acknowledge that to you, that's like super special to them. So that's amazing, guys. All right. Thank you, pile number 2, for sharing your energy with me. That was lovely. And I am just going to bring in pile number 3. Pile number 3 with the yummy frosted crystal amethyst and the Mystic Monday cards. Can we clear out the energy, please, for pile number 3? Great, guys. And it's like super windy outside. I'm just like waiting for a big old storm to come. All right, pile number 3. I'm just going to get a couple cards to identify your individual first, so that I can kind of get you to resonate with who this is here. And then we're going to find out what they want to say as well. All right, people who picked pile number 3. All right. Pile number 3 would be the pile that is definitely separated from this person. So we have the Queen of Cups and the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like there was some kind of structure or stability or home or unit that you had with this person in pile number 3, and that you know there was maybe a spoken or unspoken love in this situation, but with the 5 of Cups, I do feel like that situation for some reason has ended. With the 8 of Swords, maybe nothing ever got said about the feelings in this situation, or there was just structures, situations, other people kind of blocking this situation from being spoken or from being repaired, with Judgment and Temperance. I'm just getting, again, confirmation of the separation. I'm just being shown, you know, the two, it's like worlds away. It'd be like opposites in astrology. Like you're looking from one place, they're looking from the other place, and there's just no coming together. But Temperance is about coming together. So maybe there was an attempt with this person to find some balance, and that balance just wasn't able to be found with this person. And I'm sorry, I always look to the side when I'm like getting messages, so that's kind of what was going on there. Yeah, and I'm just really being drawn to I feel like this was a hard situation. Pile number 3. Yeah, and with the 9 of Wands, you're just definitely blocked off from this person now. They may be physically blocked off from you. Like that feels like bars. Like I don't know what's going on, but so if this is your person and this is your pile, you would totally resonate with that. And I am just sending so much love to your situation if that is the case for you. And what would this person say to you? So I actually got half of the cards upside down. So I was told to put those aside, and this is what they would say. All right. And I feel like this may be a situation that has lasted a long time, or maybe a past love situation for you guys. I do feel like you guys were happy at one point. You know, your relationship may have started off quite quickly with the Chariot card, but we do have the Lovers here as well. So, you know, they would just say, you know, we were happy. There was so much sunshine that, you know, our relationship came on too quick. Maybe that was a problem. And I'm just getting told like young, you guys were young or young. Anything else, please? Anything else for pile number 3, please? Anything else that the person needs to say? Okay. Okay. All right. Your person number 3, we have the 4 of Cups in reverse. I feel like they were not able to see what was being offered to them in this situation, and they just want to acknowledge that with the 4 of Cups in reverse. The 4 of Cups on her head would be you know, her acknowledging like the divinity of the love relationship, or the divinity coming to him. So I'm just feeling like they weren't able to acknowledge that relationship at some point, but they are seeing that it now. Yeah, with the 5 of Swords, I feel like there was just a lot of fighting and conflict in this situation, and it was upside down. So I don't feel like that was able to be amended for you, unfortunately. And they do just want to acknowledge that you know, they're seeing that as a problem, as a downfall. There may have been also too many people in this situation with the person in pile number 3, because I am getting an acknowledgement of the 7 of Cups, like too many choices, looking over choices, maybe not staying focused on the person in front of you. The 4 of Swords, I'm just a lot of, she should be meditating and resting, but I really feel like with that black, it was just a lot of head stuff. So I don't know if this person was going through some mental trauma at the time, or just wasn't able to think clearly. But those crystals look like swords to me today. And they're half green and just half like steely white. So I feel like half of the time, this person could be very loving, and this was a very loving relationship. And I feel like you guys were hoping for the best in this situation and did hold out hope. Yeah, and the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you guys maybe were a couple, maybe we're married. Maybe this was a situation here and there was just some not stability. I see that the male is looking in a different direction and the female is like holding space. So I feel like somebody was holding the home front, someone was holding space, someone was holding the maturity of the relationship, and somebody just wasn't, and this person would acknowledge that you were holding the space in this relationship. Now, I just got told that this could be reversed, but certainly if you picked pile number 3 and you were the one that kind of like stepped out in a relationship or whatever, you would know the what side of that you were on. And I certainly hold space for everybody in their path because we are all a bunch of mess ups. But also, if this is your person talking to you, they just would say that they acknowledge like that there was love there and that their inability to focus on what was important to them really screwed this up. And I'm just being told to take this top card. Yeah, so the 8 of Swords, I feel like something was found out, something was communicated, and that kind of put an end to this this situation. And I really feel like it is cut in this circumstance specifically, but I do feel like this person is looking back on this heavy-hearted, pile number 3. So I'm so sorry that you had that experience. I've had experiences like that, and I really found that as opposed to holding that heartbreak and all of that pain and probably the mental / physical abuse and trauma that may have went on, you can see yourself as surviving that and knowing what you don't want and knowing that, you know, we're all flawed, but I don't feel like in that way. I don't know what else to say, guys. All right. And I got reflecting pool, stillness, and water spirit, manifesting dreams. So I'm being told that this is for the person that picked pile number 3 from this point on. Like, you guys just want to know, you know, that you need time to heal from this too. Like, you need time to reflect. And they're really holding space for you right now, whoever picked pile number 3. And with the water spirit, yeah, and by the waiting pool, like you're sitting in reflection of what you definitely cannot accept in your life, is putting the energy towards a beautiful future. I'm just feeling all this water. This is like an emotional struggle. This was like a breakdown in your material journey. And you guys just want to know that, and that's probably why this was the amethyst pile. Yeah, just like so much purple. Like you guys are protected. You guys have energies around you that are really with you at this time. I don't think this was expected or deserved. And I'm going to get one of these. I don't know what the pile of this deck is or the name of this deck. Sorry, guys. Anything else for the person that picked pile number 3, please? Oh, we got one that flew. All right. Eye of the Needle, intentionality. And that's number 7. Like, I feel like you guys held space for other people in the past. And through this journey that you went through this hard journey, you've actually been strengthened, you know, to know what is right for you, to know what isn't right for you. I feel like you guys maybe had loose boundaries in the past where you were just like the helper people, to like just the empathetic people, just like the beautiful people that like accept everybody. And that is like a beautiful place to be, until it turns into something like like it looks like you guys' story was. So I just want to hold space for that. With number 8, I talked about 8 in one of the other piles, but it definitely came across a different way than this. 8 life paths go through so much, but it's to strengthen them for great things. And the other card that came out was Heart Home, Compassion. Yeah, so I really feel like that hurt that you guys went through is actually leading you to your life's goal. And this 27, it goes down to a number 9, which is actually a super divine energy. And that is an energy of a giver or a server. So usually, and I've said many times, our biggest trauma is our biggest gift. So I really feel like you guys should look into, or you're probably already being called to look into, whatever you went through in this person, in this pile, in this relationship, is really going to call you forward, and you're going to be able to speak. Yet I'm just being shown like the mouth is open and there's butterflies all around there. And that, oh, it's a little baby bird and a house. Like I never actually seen that card close up. So maybe you guys are going to like help abused children, or just bring stability and resonance and understanding to other people's story. There's something in the middle of that card too. What is that? Is it like a little, oh, it's like a house. Oh, there's like a little garden up there. Like, I don't know if you guys are going to adopt children or just be the speakers for children, or just be, it's just like the divine God. Like when I see it from here, it looks like there's like a bear or some kind of, but then I bring it up and it's a home. Like you guys are protectors of somebody that went through the same kind of thing. And your guys just want you to know that. That is amazing. I've never looked at this card this close. I'm just going to put it up to the camera so you guys can resonate with anything that you see as well. I've never actually used this deck. But you guys are like a home to people that have had the same kind of abuse. I have to say abuse. The same kind of abuse as you have. And I'm just going to pull one from, I'm being told the Psychic Tarot here. Okay. Could I get an oracle card for the people who chose pile number 3, please? People who chose pile number 3, could I get a card for them, please? Card for the Amethyst pile, please. Aww. Accelerated motion. Yeah. And then you have the 8 again. And that's what I've found with people that have had a lot of trauma in their life. It's my belief that we sign up for our soul contracts. It doesn't have to be your belief, but it is my belief that we sign up for the struggles that we'll go through before we get into this life. We kind of pick that out with our guides, and we decide what we're going to go through, because those are the things that also will allow us to help other people, like our raft. And I'm just saying a raft because I did a Sylvia Brown meditation tonight, and she's talking about journeys being so hard for people. But then, your guides show, your guides put in your space like someone that's a raft for you, like someone that just shows up out of nowhere, like sent by God and the angels just to like help you out. So I feel like this is what you're going to be for people, or this is what you're already for people. Yeah, like a star for them to hope on. So I'm going to call this my No Mud, No Lotus pile, which of course is that's a hard journey, pile number 3, but that is also a deeply beautiful journey. A deeply beautiful journey. And I guess if I picked these up, you need one more of these. Because when you lose everything, and when everything that you believe in lets you down, it's only then that you can walk forward without any fear. Yeah. Yeah, so this confirms that story. Empty well, time to replenish. I feel like you guys put a lot of energy through this, and this may have been an old situation for you guys. The Pisces full moon does bring up a lot of childhood trauma, so we can let go of that. And we have lost compass, getting back to integrity. So I feel like, oh, this one must really resonate. I feel like with this situation, pile number 3, you were pulled off your path quite a bit. Like you were put into situations, and we all do that, where, you just try to be there for the person you love. And sometimes doing that, will pull you from your path. We're not perfect. We're just all doing the best that we can. Yeah. So there's no need to feel shame in that. We have stars in the sky, limitless possibilities with number 6. I feel like you guys are working on just getting balanced right now. You guys are working on getting in touch with who you once were. I'm hearing sky bridge possibility for union. So maybe you guys are opening up for a possibility for union in the future. But I feel like you guys, you gotta, you got some work to do. And I think that, your guys are climbing a path. Yeah, you're going deep into your pain. You're going deep into your own emotional space. But that is really going to, and you may be a little protective of your heart in the future, but also I feel that whatever the service is that you're going to be doing to other people, sharing your trauma, sharing your hurts, and being a guide for other people, that is actually going to open up your heart more than anything else could. That is how I found healing, is actually giving words to other people that have been in my situation. And that lets you be stronger in knowing yourself, in knowing, that you're going to know you're not going to be brought into that situation again. You're going to know you're more in touch with yourself. Once you get broken, you're stronger because you've taken that place that's away from the material realm and you've looked inside. Moon Maiden, new beginnings, and falling angel, spiritual narcolepsy. Okay, yeah, I feel like you guys, like I said, like when you're so focused, especially when it's on a person, that can just pull your whole self away from your real self, away from who you are in your own divine union with God. But I feel like with this full moon, like you just really went deep. And the Pisces moon is a place to go very deep, and there should probably be tears, and there should probably be, all of those things. And then you let it go, because the full moon is about letting things go. And moving on. So I really feel like pile number 3, there is so much love for you here from your guides, from the stars in the sky, and whoever this person or situation was, there's a reflection of that there was love for you there. And some people just, I'm being told to look back a cycle, look back at their parents, looking back at their grandparents. And that doesn't mean that you ever have to be the same, but some people just aren't good at healing. Yeah, some people with the Ace of Wands and the Star just aren't able to go through that work. All right. Well, thank you. Pile number 3, pile number 2, and pile number 1. I'm sending all of my love to you, and thanks for hanging out with me on the night of the full moon. It's technically an Aries moon now, so which is why I was motivated to do a reading. I love you all, and I'm just going to send you out, clearing the energy of the bell. And that is a cue because my son is calling me. All right. I love you all, and I hope you have a lovely evening. Bye.